Hello, Salemites. Welcome to Days of Our Lives. It's Monday, September the 11th. We will never forget. May they all rest in peace, those who died that day. Well, today in Salem, we see that so many people have came in town for Victor's funeral. Old friends, bad friends. Vivian comes in and says that her and Victor never got a divorce. It was never legal, never finalized, and she's the sole heir to everything. Justin says, okay, I'm going to go to the courthouse and get a copy of this. We're going to settle this right now. He comes back and is sad to give Maggie the news that Vivian is right. Maggie was never really legally Victor's wife. Maggie is devastated. Victor's lawyer destroyed his will 3 days before he dies, per his request. Sarah's into labor, and the last thing that Sarah says before she goes unconscious is, take care of our little girl if anything happens to me. She was out of her head. Yeah, Rex heard it. Welcome, Victoria Margaret. A little baby girl was born, Victoria Margaret. Gorgeous. Jen Lilly, of course, is back as Teresa, and she came to Salem to get her man Brady back. But she's decided to move on, and she sets her sights on who? Alex Kiriakis. Well, her and Stephanie met today for a little meeting, and Stephanie filled her in on Alex and gave her the go-ahead. So now she's on track. Hello, Salemites. This is your update and recap for the week of September 11th to the 15th. We start off Monday by Talia is celebrating. She's so excited. She is now a doctor at the hospital. Kayla pulled some strings and got her a job. She's very excited. She's had a couple of dates with Chanel. She feels like she's had second chances more than she deserves, and she's right about that. So she thinks she's flying high for now. Johnny decides to take EJ's advice. He was talking to EJ, and she told EJ that she's interested in Talia, but he told her he should tell her feelings. He did, and right after he told her, Talia shows up at Chanel's door with flowers. So Johnny just kindly excused himself very politely, not knowing what Chanel's answer would be. She's already started this relationship with Talia. Well, she proceeds to tell Talia that she is going to get back together with Johnny. She's sorry. She really did like her, but she never stopped loving him. Maggie struggles with Vivian. Her and Justin and Bonnie and all the others finally packed their bags and moved out of the house. We move on to Wednesday, the 14th. Talia is hurt. She's angry, and she is spiraling into a drunk depression. Talia goes to Johnny's house and lets him know, I choose you, Johnny. I really never stopped loving you, and I just kept denying it. And he tells her he never stopped loving her, and fans everywhere are elated because we all love Chanel and Johnny. And that darn devil had to come in and mess things up. I'm glad they got back together. Meanwhile, Ava and Harris are still on the run. They crawl in Tripp's window and wait for him and Wendy get home. They're going to hide out there. When they do get there, Wendy makes them some fake passports with fake identities, and they are off to London to find Susan. They say goodbye, their goodbyes, hugs and kisses, and, she has to find Susan to be able to prove she didn't kill her and, get EJ off her butt, We move on. Sean is drinking again, and Belle calls him out and says, you're going to have to get back into some therapy. I knew you were moving too quick. He just got angry at her and stormed off to drown his sorrows. Well, Talia says, don't worry, Sean. I'm here to lick your wounds. I'm a loser as well. Let's lose together. So he joins her on the 14th, that's Thursday, at the pub where they continue to drink. So Sean joins Talia and the pity party continues. They end up getting so rowdy and drunk they get kicked out of the pub. When they head upstairs to Talia and Jada's room, where more bad decisions continue to ruin any future they would have, just future normal lives. I have a feeling things are going to take an even worse turn We still got Dick Van Dyke in the house. He is reunited with John. Some very touching moments, and everyone loves having Dick Van Dyke on site. John brings his dad home to meet his grandchildren, his family, and we have a picture here on the video of that. Brady and Alex are off to Greece. I put London on the video, but it's Greece, and to find out why Victor took a detour and what happened, if they can. We move on to Friday the 15th, which was today, and it did not let us down again. Teresa wants to go to Greece with the guys. She thinks she can help. They tell her no. She goes anyway and just shows up there. Does she really like Alex, or is she trying to make Brady jealous? We don't know. Kristen found out Dimitri done got his first payment. She's crawling up his butt demanding money and threatening to tell Gwen the truth if he don't shell over some cash. But she's gonna have to get in line, because Stefan and Gabby are also up his butt, and they are threatening him, and they want his shares of Demera to keep their mouths shut. Gwen visits Leo and tells him how much great sex she is having with her new husband and how happy she is. Kristen is shocked when she ends up telling Gwen that Dimitri and Leo are lovers, and Gwen replies, "I know."